Some of the common risks that we see when we engage in these projects, and these are identified upfront during that roadmap and requirements phase of the project, is around people. That's a very common one. You know, whether it's the tasks that a person has or their availability as it relates to sort of their existing job. Now they're being asked to do something above and beyond what they already have on their plate. Most people don't have a lot of free time today. So now we have to figure out kind of how to be effective in utilizing any time that they can make available as they become a contributor and a participant in this project or in this engagement going forward. We need to make sure that we have an understanding of where their priorities are, whether it's as this project relates to other projects that the organization is focused on. And we also need to as well understand kind of what other things might potentially come into play, maybe on a grander scale, reorganizations, acquisitions, other changes like that that would affect kind of the success of the project, or being able to make sure that we manage that accordingly and have the corrective mitigating plans in order to address those as they come up. I think the real question is how we deal with and manage risk. The first place you have to start is actually identifying that there are going to be risks and knowing what they are. So being able to kind of take them straight on, identify them, document them, and then have the conversation as to what they are and then how you're going to mitigate them. There are a variety of different elements that can come into play when you talk about what can be risks to a project. But we need to make sure we look at them respectively. We need to make sure that we understand, and when we do, we appreciate what people do on a day-to-day basis within their own respective jobs, and that they are now being asked and tasked with adding more to their plate. So we make sure we factor things in like that accordingly, that there are going to be times that we have to be flexible in dealing with their schedules. But that's all part of when we start looking at our project plans. We balance that out accordingly. We factor in where it makes sense for us to engage with them directly and where we need to then sort of give them the freedom or give them sort of set them loose to go take care of their real jobs, if you will.